Live.
Hey y'all, hey. Welcome to another episode of Theories and Thoughts with Anya and
Fancy.
how y'all doing tonight? Hey y'all, hey. Tonight we're gonna do something a little bit different. Um our guest does not have a webcam in her laptop, and the app that we use requires that. So here's what we're gonna do today. I don't want y'all to think, oh, Fancy just took over everything. She didn't. Um, we actually discussed it, and we both feel that it is great because Fancy interviewed her before, and she knows more about the young lady that will be on tonight with us. And so what happened is we're going to discuss our news topics, tell y'all our sponsors, our events, and our announcements. Then Fancy's going to come back on with Facebook Live and interview her. So do not leave. When we jump off, stay right in place. I'll actually be watching from Facebook Live and discussing this. We have a very, very heavy subject, which is sex, human trafficking. I keep wanting to say sex trafficking. I don't know. I keep wanting to say sex trafficking. Sorry, guys. I was sharing to my pages. So that's what we're going to do. We discussed it. That was like the best option because we want to get this topic out here. As you guys know, Theories and Thoughts is a platform where we talk about some things that others may not want to talk about or feel like it's too heavy or what have you. So we cross the whole spectrum. So that's that part. All righty. You ready?
I'm ready. It just hit me. We didn't go back, I don't think, and pick our winners from last week.
Ooh, we didn't.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back. Well, we can go back after the show and pick them.
Yeah. Oh, while I'm on with Miss Selika, you can go on then.
Okay.
Let's see.
Sounds good. I don't know if I told you, but I love your lipstick.
Thank you.
Yeah, I did tell you that. I love your lipstick.
Let me just share this right quick, y'all. Because I try to do something like every week just to kind of honor myself as a woman. So my thing has been playing in makeup as of late. I don't normally wear makeup, so I'm trying different things. So actually, while Anya's saying she liked my lipstick now, she told me my makeup. She was like, I look too light tonight. So I was trying to take some makeup off, but I was glad that she was honest with me because we need that type of honesty. Like we shouldn't let each other go out looking any kind of way. I was already kind of nervous about this shade of lipstick because it's a little darker. But then when she was like, okay, your lipstick looked too light. So of course, I'm glad that she told me that because, they would really be contrasting. So I'm just sharing this with you all because I would love to know how you all might honor yourselves throughout the week. Just to remember that you're a woman and taking the time to yourself. So y'all can drop that in the comments this evening.
Ma'am, I didn't say nothing about maybe you misheard me. I didn't say nothing about the lipstick. I said
you didn't say anything about the lipstick, but it just made me think because I was like, well, I was worried about the lipstick being too dark, and then if my face is too light, like it's gonna look kind of crazy. So I tried wiping some of the makeup off, but yeah, it was kind of last minute. So I just hope I look okay this evening. If not, y'all bear with me.
Y'all, me and Fancy are friends in real life. And yeah, it did look pale. It looked pale. Then she put on her light and then she took some stuff off. So that's what she was saying. I don't want y'all to be like, she got online and she was talking about how cute the lipstick is when she dogged out about the lipstick. No. But I did tell Fancy that I said, oh girl, I look like our logo today. We actually look like our logo. Because y'all know I'll put on some hair and do something different. But that's just the way I just like to do. Glad you brought up honoring yourself. I started doing makeup when I was stressed. So I guess that's a way of me honoring myself. And I like to do my nails. That helps too. So it makes me feel feminine, even if this is not that cute of a color.
It is cute. It's kind of regular, but it's cute. They need
right. I don't know. That's how I honor myself. So since you brought that up, figured I would talk about it. So for our next, something just came right here. For our first topic, tonight we will be talking about Summer Walker and her no touching policy. fans fans got so upset because Summer Walker did not want to hug them on her tour, from what I am understanding. And she stated that she don't hug everybody because she's an empath, and she's an empath. And what an empath is, you take on, you can feel what others are going through, and you take that on. So if I'm around someone who has a very low um aura about them, I'll take that on if I'm an empath. I feel like I'm kind of an empath in some ways. I take on other people's spirits, and spirits are transferable. And she don't want that to bring her down. So as of this evening, she's decided to cancel her tour. I didn't get a chance to really listen to the audio. Um, I didn't really get a chance to listen to the audio on everything exactly she said, but I'm with her. I'm 100% with her, because sometimes people are going through stuff. There's things that's on them. That's just like whenever people talk about having sex. You know, those different spirits or what have you get on you, and you're trying to figure out why you feel in a certain way, why you act in a certain way, but it's because you've taken on something from someone else that had been around you. You touch, you know, you held them, and hugging is very intimate. And if I was, well, when we become really big and famous and stuff, I don't know if I'm gonna just be hugging my fans. I don't hug my fans now. I hug people that I do business with, and I tell them that I love them and everything. But I don't think that I'm just gonna be hugging on people, because you never know. I mean, people just have different things, y'all. People carry things, and you really just don't want that on you. So I applaud you, Summer. I applaud you for being honest. I applaud you for being real. And you know, that's my take on that. Fancy, what's up?
I totally agree with it. Like I've shared before how I actually had to do like hugging exercises with my cousin just to really be able to learn how to like be able to hug other family members and even my own kids. I don't really touch other people. So it really did have much to do about it. Like it wasn't so much about energy before, but now that I do know about energy now, like it is definitely something that I'm mindful of. However, I will say, like when I first started, started the magazine, and I would go out, like, and I had recently moved to Baton Rouge, and I noticed that people did a lot of hugging here, and I wasn't used to that, so I always felt like really awkward. And I would try to return the hug, but I know it was lifeless. So that's why when we started doing the hugging exercises last year, I was kind of like excited. So I'm like, okay, I can better embrace that, with people. And I think it makes me a little bit more relatable, because I think oftentimes, when someone does try to hug you and they're all welcoming and you are all stiff, it can be a major turnoff, or, they might change their opinion of you. Yeah. However, I'm all about protecting my energy and just like trying to be surrounded by positivity. And I really see nowadays how people can be carrying things on them or with them. We don't really ever know how dark people might be, or how, their thoughts might go and so on. So, I thought that it was very admirable of her to really stand up and again advocate for herself, like, because a lot of people, I'm certain there are probably a lot of artists, and it seems like a lot of artists also did support her, saying that they understood that. And it was crazy because I even saw some people like, well, Beyonce hug everybody. And I was like, y'all, come on now. But I think that she resonated with a lot of people. A lot of people understood what she was saying. So I'm sorry to hear that she canceled the tour. I don't know if it was due to that, but I just know even when I first began, like when I first learned of Summer and it was like right around the time I heard her album. So I just like instantly fell in love or whatever. And my daughter was like, she's just kind of different. She's very introverted. So I get all of it, and I like the fact that she's staying true to who she is, and that's like really, that's going against the grain, I think, for her to do that. So I commend her for it.
While you were saying that, I had to think, I am a hugger. I mean,
I was thinking it earlier when you said it.
I was like, wait, I am a hugger.
You said it. I was like, wait, but okay. Maybe it was,
hugger, but I don't hug everybody. That, I guess that's how I can put it. But you know, I don't hug everybody and I don't hug all my fans. And when when I became, it's impossible to hug everybody, but I think I'm really, it's as Chloe says. Chloe always said it's a vibe, TD. If I catch a vibe about somebody, you know, I don't really deal with everybody. And I'm like, girl, go sit down somewhere.
Thank you, though. I agree with Chloe. And see, actually, I was gonna say, I hope Jarmel is watching because this girl has like canceled the whole tour because of a vibe, or to make certain she's protecting, you know, herself from negative vibes. So I think vibes are a very real thing. And Jarmel, when you watch this replay, I hope you really take this into consideration because I know y'all be getting on me like, oh, Fancy, you always talking about some vibe, or but I really believe I'm an empath myself, so I really do feel, you know, a lot of what people are feeling. They don't have to really say anything. It's not always in a tone or anything, but you can just sense it, you know. So I don't know, but I'm with Summer.
Well, I would say I'm very protective of my mental health now. As I've gotten older, I'm very, very, very protective of my mental health. And she could have just been like, oh, y'all giving me all this slack. Okay, well, I'm just not going to be, you know, I'm just not going to go on tour. But that's hurting her coins. I mean, that's hurting her coins. So I don't think I would have canceled the tour. I'd have just had to deal with with that. And that's just that. That's just how I feel. I would have just.
But she's not, is this her first album? I mean, because, and that's another thing to look at as well. Like, she still probably needs a lot of more growth and development, you know? So this could be like a very hard, like awkward experience for her. And just thinking about, for me, myself, and I just recently shared some about this on Facebook not long ago, you know, I really had to grow into a leadership role. I really had to work a lot on myself just to figure out how to better deal with the expectations of people, you know, like that people had of me. Because when people heard about the magazine, it was kind of like, even though I feel like, of course, we still have a long ways to go, but people would be excited and they would be expecting this great person. And I didn't always feel like that person. I had to kind of grow into that, and I'm still growing into it. But my whole thing is it can take a lot out of you when, you know, when you're coming into close contact with people, or you have all these expectations from people. So again, like I do understand it's hurting her coin, but sometimes you're not totally ready for something. So maybe that is the case.
Especially if she's an introvert. Introverts, they're not used to that. They're, you know, and that's where development comes. I'm not sure if they really do a lot of professional development anymore with artists. And a lot of people really, you know, they always like, well, I don't need that. You know, I always say the people that's coming to the workshops are not the people that really need it. The people that need the workshops are the ones that's not coming.
Right.
Because they feel like they know everything. But we have to look within ourselves and say, no, I need that. I need that guidance. I need that professional. You know, you and I talk about it all the time. Sometimes, you know, I've grown tremendously as a woman with dealing with you because we talk a lot about mental health, which was one of the reasons why we wanted to do Theories and Thoughts, because of our conversations and the openness that we have, and just being ourselves, being able to be true with another woman. Not that I don't have other people that I could be myself with, but it's like, okay, you deal with that too. You're open and honest about that too. And I think just where we are today, people don't like you to have an opinion. Your opinion is wrong if you have an opinion, but hey, that's my opinion. This is what I think. I didn't say you had to think it. I just told you what I think.
I don't think it's even that. I don't think it's that, because actually it's like nowadays everyone has an opinion, to be honest. But the thing is that opinion always necessary? Like, is it necessary for you to communicate that? Do you have to verbalize that opinion? You know, like, is it really, could you have just thought that and went on about your life and, you know, and things been okay? Or does it actually add value to the situation? And I think that's kind of where the issue kind of lies. And then also you have to look at the kind of people many of us are today, like just the morale or the morals and the character and integrity of society as a whole, in my opinion, has really slipped. So You got to look at the person that's sharing the opinion. You know what I mean? Like all of that stuff to me comes kind of into context. But at the end of the day, and this is just me personally, I always feel like, okay, I have thousands of opinions. I could sit and write Facebook posts all day about just what bothers me, what I don't like, what you need to do. But not all the time am I really helping someone, you know, and also I try to be respectful when I do decide to share those opinions, because again, you know, and there's always gonna be someone who's offended, but I would like to at least control, you know what I mean? Like how many people are gonna be offended there. And again, that's my opinion.
I mean, I agree there's too many opinions out there, but I still stand on the fact that people, if you don't agree with the majority of people, it's like you're wrong. Like whatever you say and whatever you stand for is wrong. That's the way it comes off. And I just feel like society shouldn't be like that. You know, I feel like in life, everybody can have opinions, everybody can be themselves. People don't want you to be yourself. If I disagree with you, I disagree with you. And that's one of the things, and I'm glad that you brought that up about the makeup earlier, because it's just being real about our relationship. You know, I can say that. I can be like, Fancy, I don't like that. You know, you be like, no, I don't feel like that, or what have you. And we can agree to disagree and move on, and we can still love each other. And that's one thing that we really want to get over to you guys, that you can agree to disagree, you and still love your friend and respect their opinion or what have you. So
yeah, I agree with that.
Anything else on that topic on Summer Walker?
No, I'm good.
All right, here's Fancy with our first sponsor.
All right, so our first sponsor for this evening is Visions of Greatness, Purpose, Passion, Pursuit Talk Show, featuring the visionary entrepreneur spotlight host Shauna A. Jefferson. This show takes place every second and fourth Sunday from 4 to 5 Eastern on Facebook Live, and it's real talk for aspiring and emerging entrepreneurs. So for sponsorship opportunities or to be a guest, you can email visionsofgreatnessshow@gmail.com and connect with Shauna at Visions of Greatness Talk Show, or follow her on Instagram at Shauna Jefferson. And we will be adding that information into the comments. So thank you, Shauna and Visions of Greatness, for being our sponsor for this evening. And Anya, so you know you have a second news topic as well about something of high importance that's going on right now.
Yes, our second news topic tonight will be about Rodney Reed. When I first when this petition first hit my desk, of course, 100%, I was like, oh hell no, not another person about to die over something that they didn't do, and they have witnesses. I even was able to pull up something where one of the victims' nephews or nieces said, let him have his day in court. You know, allow him to be able to, if there's evidence, let's see the evidence. Anyone who doesn't know who Rodney Reed is, I'll read a little bit off of freerodneyreed.com. It says, this is urgent. On November 20th, Texas is scheduled to execute an innocent man for a rape and murder he did not commit. Mountains of evidence exonerates Rodney Reed. All of the evidence was kept from the all-white jury that convicted him. Instead, the evidence implicates the victim's fiance. Local police officer Jimmy Fennell, who has a history of violence against women, including being convicted of kidnapping and sexual assault, soon after Rodney was wrongly sent to prison. Governor Greg Abbott has stopped an execution before, he can again. So there is a petition going on right now, you guys. Clear to see that since this was a white officer, local officer, that's the reason why that may have the evidence may have been tossed out. I do have some up-to-the-minute news that was updated at, it says updated at 6:12 p.m. Central Standard Time. The Texas Court of Criminal Appeals handed down the order just past noon Tuesday, giving Rodney Reed's attorney and 3 judges involved in the case the opportunity to issue written responses to motions Reed's legal team filed. The Reed motions claim Judge Doug Shaver, the judge who signed Rodney's execution order, was not properly appointed to preside over the case. Rodney's side then asked the elected judge, Carson Campbell of the 21st District in Bastrop, to hear their arguments on the motions regarding Shaver's appointment. So the appeal court put a stop on the hearing Wednesday. So there was supposed to be a hearing. The criminal court appeals was given Judge Shaver and Judge Campbell until 7 p.m. on November 13th to issue written responses to the cases. The appeals court order states Judge Orlean Underwood, who appointed Shaver in the Reed case in 2014, and Reed's attorney also may file responses by the 4 p.m. Wednesday deadline. The appeals court order, that's where it is, put a stop to Wednesday's hearing. Attorneys for the Innocent Project says Harris County District Judge Doug Shaver has no judicial authority over the case when he signed the execution over in July 2019. So this is an ongoing situation. We wanted to shed some light on it. Of course, the Justice Project is on here. It says Reed mother and brother say they're thankful for the support from celebrities like Kim Kardashian, West, and Beyonce, but the fight's not over. So I know that you had post on the Swagger page about this, so I'll let you go first.
Okay. Well, just, for those, because I know sometimes when someone's reading, you might get kind of lost for a second. But in this case, Reed was actually, well, from what I was reading on the site, and I can't just say, oh, this is totally the thing. But there has been some speculation that Reed was actually having an affair with the victim. And so the fiance was upset about that. And throughout, like, if you visit the freerodneyreed.com site, or is it .org? .com site. Okay. They share like a lot of the different discrepancies that took place, the reason why they do believe that he's innocent, such as the fact that is it Fennell? I'm sorry. The fact that Fennell actually confessed like several times to different people. He was trying to join a gang or something in prison and made a statement to say like he had his fiance was cheating and he had to kill that N-word or something like that, as well as the fact that they were like, it's like his alibi for the time of events. They said that his stories kept switching up. Now they did say that they did find some of Reed's sperm like in her, but again, they said that was consensual sex, and they're also saying that her family knew about her relationship with Reed, which is why when you said that about the cousin, saying that they like for him to have his day in court, I think that that's a big part of things. And I almost want to say, I know like this may not be the case, but I really believe this is the case. I also watched one time on the ID channel. In that instance, it was like the town actually knew about this affair. So I'm kind of thinking that that it is excuse me, that it is kind of like you said, like, the local cop sort of thing. But the fact that he actually had another incident, Fennell, and whereas he went to prison, he was sentenced to 10 years, and that case involved him attacking a woman. I'm not certain if it was like a sexual attack or not, but there were also reports as well of him just like misbehaving or misconduct with women while he was even working, while he was on patrol or whatever the case may be. And even with the crime that he was found guilty for, that took place while he was on the clock, you know? So the fact that like, all of this doesn't make a person think twice is really crazy to me. It seems like in this day and age, when we're discovering more and more how many people are actually innocent in prison, that we'd have something more. The Innocence Project is good, but it seems like we should have like a whole little, you know, some type of sector or something that's actually investigating and going back over all these cases, because we see now that there really were a lot of mistakes. There can be issues with DNA, there can be issues with the people, you know, that's the chain of custody, just different things. So I signed the petition. I have shared the petition on my page. We've shared it on the Swagger page. If you all haven't signed, we can put the link in the comments and we'll make certain to remember that. Like, you know what? It'd be so good if somebody would just like in the comments jot some down. Like, hey, y'all remember? Y'all said y'all was. Yeah, I really do want you all to try to, you know, assist however we can. And also another good thing that I really liked about the site itself is very informative. They state, you know, all the discrepancies, as well as they list all the different people that we can call. And not only do they list all the people that we can call with their contact information and names, but they also are giving us, you know, like tell them what to say. This person handles this, so this is what you need to ask them to do when you get them on the phone. So I definitely encourage you all to do that, as well as there's also going to be some events taking place in several different cities on Sunday, the 17th. Like, whereas it's like, you know, in support of the petition. So if you all have any time, I saw one because there is going to be one here in Baton Rouge. I know there's several taking place in Atlanta because I was just scrolling through and I saw a lot of those there. And the one here in Baton Rouge is actually going to be from 11 to 6, if I'm not mistaken. So when you go on the site, you can click on the events tab and be able to, you know, find all the information there. But I really think, you know, this is just like, it's such an odd topic to even be talking about, you know, just like you really, to me, I'm just thinking this is someone's life, you know, that we're holding in our hands. If there's something that we can do, I think that the least thing we can do is just sign a petition. I said tomorrow when I have some time off, I may actually even try to go through the phone number list as well myself, just because like you don't, if we don't do this, there isn't going to be no, oh, in the next 4 years, then we can head out and try to correct the mistake that we made. This man is going to be gone. So I'm just really pleading with you all here. You know, if you sign, share it on your page so that other people within your network can also sign as well. Let your family members know. Send them a text. Y'all send all those prayer letters and you're going to get Send this out. This is what needs to be sent out. So this is something that's kind of dear to me. And just also for those who may or may not know, like my mom was in prison for a year. So whenever I hear of anyone in prison, like it just kind of does something to me. I just always kind of place myself in their shoes. And I don't know. Freedom is a big thing to me. So, but this is going beyond freedom. This is actually life. So I just ask that you all can support, you know, and it takes less than 30 seconds to sign that petition. But that is kind of like everything that I wanted to share as far as for the case itself. Anya, did you have any more thoughts on the matter?
Everything that you said, I had actually forgot to tell you about it. And when I seen that you had posted, I was like, oh, what, she found it? Because I had seen it on one of my pages and I was like, oh my gosh. You know, I know there was one here in Dallas, I think was Sunday, but I was at work. But everything that Fancy said, you know, look into it if you possibly can. Let's try to do this. Texas is notorious for executions, y'all.
Yeah.
And I live here. Anywho, so leave your comments in the comments. Fancy, our next sponsor.
Okay, so our next sponsor is Sunshine Delights. And let me get their products just a minute. So Sunshine Delights is a health and beauty line created by Sabrina Johnson of Los Angeles. All products are 100% organic and natural, non-GMO. The product line of aromas and soothing properties will give any person or business a true spa experience. My apologies about that one. But she has numerous scents. So I could smell them through the envelope. They smell so good. So she sent these little samples and we'll be sending some of these out. This is where's my camera? This is the lemongrass and lemongrass And this is and this is a foot repair here. Anya, tell me when. Let
You're
me
right
know if
there,
I'm
right
not
there,
the camera, ma'am.
right there. I was
Okay,
telling you, I
so
was thinking my head.
I can't see you shaking your head if I'm trying to look at the thing.
Oh,
This is a peach Bellini.
bring it
They just
over.
have like a lot of
Okay.
different scents, but they're like foot scrubs as well as the actual like the repair part. So that's what's in the little brown bottle there. And even though I just stated earlier that polishing my toes is my thing, like for self care, I still have yet to get to these scrubs. I keep being like, okay, first you got to do your toes, then you can, or, or vice versa. But I kind of keep getting mixed up. But you all, we're gonna be sending one of these out. So Anya, did we actually? Well, actually, two of these since they're a set, because I gotta keep some for myself for my review. But I am gonna do a review though. And but do you have an idea for a contest?
Okay, so for a contest, you have to. Okay, so you have to like make sure that you like the Swagger page. Okay, tell me 5 titles on our website, like 5 topics that we talk about, and you have to put it in the comments.
Oh, that's good.
5. So that'll make you go to the website. You got to go to the website and find out what we have. We have different topics that we talk about. We have drop downs that we talk about, different things that we talk about for the culture. And I mean, I'm not going to tell you what it is, but put them down there, and I'll pick a winner. And I'll pick a winner once I get off of here for last week's gift also. So.
All right.
All right. So that is all for the news. Remember, if you have a news topic, something that you want us to talk about, feel free to contact me at admin@swagher.net. All right. So the events, we have actually 2 events this week. The Glam Store and Co. presents Support Small Business Black Friday. Saturday. November, what's Saturday's date? I forgot. I didn't put the right.
November the 9th is.
It's November 9th.
But I don't even think that is the 9th. I think it maybe it's the 16th. Because I thought I saw a six in it. Okay.
It's the 16th. Sorry, y'all. In my notes I didn't put the it happens. November 16th from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. 5035 Airline Highway, Suite 102, Baton Rouge, Louisiana 70805. For more information, check out their website at www.theglamstore.org. Thank you to Glam Store for sponsoring this. Also, we have Star Management Consulting presents Hello Beautiful Women's Conference, Atlanta 2019, December 7th, 2019, from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m., hosted by Lady Shannon Ayers at Atlanta Marriott Northwest at Galleria. Room specials are available. For more information, please email hellobeautifulwc@gmail.com. For ticket information, go to Eventbrite and type in Hello Beautiful Women's Conference Atlanta 2019 in the search. And you can find out more about that. Thank you. Hello Beautiful.
And I just also like to know, we're actually going to be doing the like special booklets for the Hello Beautiful Women's Conference. So thank y'all for, selecting Swagger Magazine and Media to do that service for you all, as well as with the Glam Store Code, the Support Small Business Black Friday event. I think Rashida still has one more opening for a vendor. If anyone is interested in that, then they can reach out. And the name of the store on Facebook is Glam Store Baton Rouge. But Jermail, if you're on, please make certain that I have that there. Or you can go to theglamstore.org and contact her there just to be on the safe side. Because I want to make certain that you all can get to her, because I know that she's been doing these events and I'm seeing them grow. And I think they are a great opportunity, for others, especially within the Baton Rouge community. We have a lot of events, but I can't speak for all of them. So I like Rashida. I support the events. I just want to let y'all know that. And for the announcements, we have a new partnership with Meet the World Image Solutions, LLC. So we're combining our 2 platforms and offering a special. You can get the ultimate digital exposure package. So with that package, you'll get an interview with Rhonda Lawson, who is the hostess and owner of Meet the World Image Solutions. And then we'll also do a write-up interview for you. Like, it's actually going to be an interview, because I know a lot of sites, you just send your information in or your bio in, but I'm actually going to take the time, read over your stuff, and send you back questions so that, you know, you can better show whatever your skill set is, or talk about your products and services, you know, a little bit more, so you can brag on yourself. So this is a really great, you know, collaboration between the two of us. And for those who don't know, Meet the World Image Solutions is also another Facebook Live type of show. So you're actually going to be able, and actually, Rhonda has a studio, or she did, so you might actually even be able to go to her in New Orleans, but I'm not certain about that part. However, I can tell you, though, that it is in video format, and then from us, you're going to be getting that website well, that's the website, Apple News, and our newsletter. So that's all online format. So if you're interested in that, then you can contact us at advertise@swagger.net, or you can reach out to Rhonda. Again, her Facebook page is Meet the World Image Solutions, LLC. And I think I have one more announcement. Don't forget to check out our replays on Google Play, TuneIn, SoundCloud, YouTube, and we also have a tab on the website as well. So, and I actually just gave y'all a hint, so that's one thing right there too. But okay, so those are all the announcements that I had. Anya, did you have anything else to add on?
I did go on her website to find out, and it's Support Small Business Saturday, and it is on the 16th.
Okay,
it's November 16th. So that's all for me. Remember, guys, stay right where you are. Fancy's gonna come on, and she's gonna interview our guest for tonight. We did start. Did we start a little bit late? Because I feel like we're
a few minutes late, but we also don't win a few minutes over.
Yeah. Well,
sorry, y'all.
About those things, and we like to talk about those things. Remember, we're always looking for journalists. If you're ever wanting to get we actually look over it. Let me tell y'all something. I just did an interview, and not to throw them underneath the bus, but I pretty much wrote my own interview. We actually write the interview. We actually think about the questions, and we actually do that. So if you're ever looking to have a quality interview, contact us. Contact me, admin@swagger.net. If you're ever thinking about writing, becoming a journalist, we're always interested in knowing what type of things you guys have going on. Sometimes you're just like, oh, well, it's just a hobby. But hey, let the world know your opinion. That's why I like writing, because it's my opinion. I can share my opinion. I like theories and thoughts because I can share my opinion. If you're looking for advertising, we do have our travel books. We have our travel books. Hit up Jermel at advertise@swagger.net. We have our current magazine, print magazine, is on pre-sale at this time with Priscilla Shriver on.
It's no longer on the pre-sale. I mean, it is still pre-sale, but it's not at that pre-sale price. They haven't arrived in yet, but they are now full price at $10. So I just, for y'all, go to the shop and be shocked. Well, go to the site and be shocked is what I meant to say. But and so I think I also changed it out. But I know the site also has the regular price up there as well. I'm just trying to be transparent. Some people might be like, but just want to let y'all know ahead of time before you go there.
Yeah, and it's the unapologetic issue. So many stories about being unapologetic. I'm telling y'all, we're on a move. 2020 vision, unapologetic. So I'm signing off. Fancy's gonna come back on with you guys. I'll talk to y'all later next week. Bye.
See y'all in a minute.